And it just really amazed me that if my father could do it, and the love he had for his children, how much he believed in each one of us, made me to realize that I have a responsibility to show my dad that you have done it. I'm going to do it even better, to really celebrate him. Whatever I'm doing to celebrate my father. Let me talk about my mother. My mother we grew in a small village, very rural. We used to go and we didn't have water in the house. We used to go and get it out there. We didn't have electricity. Everything we did was very manual. My mother had a full-time job that he was doing, but she could still be a proper housewife. So he had a 5 to 7 job from Monday to Friday, but she did everything that a housewife did. And she had 7 children that she raised meticulously. So having a mother that did 3 jobs, and also she was an entrepreneur. She made us entrepreneurs at a very young age. We were selling tomatoes. I sold tomatoes at the age of 10. That made me, somehow, I was just raised by people that were hungry for something. So I know nothing. I just know hunger. I know follow through. And that aspiration, it has made me to always look at, what can I do? What can I do? Actually, my father, I call my father Tata.
Tata.
Yeah, Tata wanted me to be a medical doctor. He really...
I was about to ask, you wanted to impress him. And in your era, a lot of people, if they wanted to impress anyone, would want to be doctors.
Exactly.
I wanted to ask, that was going to be my next question. Why didn't you actually become a doctor or a lawyer, but rather choose a different path? But please continue.
My path, somehow, from a career perspective, I didn't choose I'm going to be HR. I was always driven by, what can I do that is different? It was just what drove me. What can I do that is different, that I can love? I never knew what it is. I didn't know. I remember when I finished university, really my father wanted me to be a medical doctor. He literally took me to Medunsa to register medicine. And fortunately, they didn't accept me. So because I wasn't doing physics, I was only doing maths and biology.
Did you want to be a doctor as well?
No, I didn't want it. And actually, we used to do assessments, and the assessments said I can be a very good teacher, a very good social worker. Somehow I like social worker at some stage. And it's because there was a lady that used to drive a car. And imagine around those years, if a woman was driving...
What year was this?
Around 1983.
1983?
Yes. Yes.
I wasn't born, eh?
Yes, I know. I know you're not born. But, and that was the only thing that attracted me. It was like, this lady, not a lot of ladies driving a car. I think if I become a social worker, I'm going to drive one of the cars. So you can see I was just inspired by just watching something that is different. That was the inspiration. And I ended up at TEFLIOP, University of the Limpopo now. And I think it was a God-ordained journey because I started with pharmacy. I studied pharmacy first year.
You studied pharmacy?
Yes. And I hated it.
It was next to medicine.
Yes, because my father thought after passing pharmacy, then I'll do medicine. But I tell you, I went to class every day. When I woke up, I was miserable. I hated it. But I had my father to please. And one day, I remember I had the courage to go to the phone and tell my father that, Dada, I don't like this. I'm miserable. I don't like this. Allow me to come home and stay home for 6 months and come back and just do something so that I can pass and make you happy. And then thereafter, I promise you, I'll go and look for something that will make you proud. I made a promise then that I'll make my father proud. But at least it will be something that I believe in, something that I love. And he was really adamant because he wanted to understand what is this thing. But I still said to him, give me, and I promise you, I know that you trust me. Trust me, I won't disappoint you. So I was privileged to meet the man of my life. At that time, it was my boyfriend.
Before you went back home?
Yes. No, after I came back, sorry, I didn't mention. I went back, I went home, I stayed for 6 months, I came back.
Yes.
A week, just coming back, I met my husband, but it was my boyfriend.
It's 1984 now.
Now it's 1985.
Yeah. 1985, yes.
I met my boyfriend, and he was studying industrial psychology. He was studying BA administration and measuring in industrial psychology. And each time I visited him in his room, what
were you studying at the time?
I was doing, and then I studied teaching.
You were doing teaching?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I studied teaching. Something also, it's not like I liked it, but I liked the fact that I'll pass it and finish and go and start my own thing that I drive, that I love. So I was visiting him, and they were discussing industrial psych. I remember he was doing industrial psych 3. They were discussing. As they were discussing, I felt, this is something I love. I don't know what it is, but the things they're talking about, I wish I could be talking about these things. And then I told him, after everybody left, and I said, unfortunately, I've already registered. I don't know what to do, but let me just finish this because I think my parents will think I'm chopping, changing all the time. Let me just finish this thing.
Like, as in finish the teaching degree?
Yes. I started, it was first year, second year, third year, it was 4-year degree. I finished it. And I still didn't like it. To be honest, it was so easy that I had so much time with my friends and my boyfriends. It was so much easier for me. But also I'm a very relationship-driven person.
Yeah,
I like to connect. I love being with people. I just love being where people are. And I think that's really what made me finish my degree.
And medicine was not going to allow you to do that.
No, that was the main thing. I remember we went with my father to a doctor because I wasn't well at some stage. And when we come out, he says to me, this is what I want you to be. I'm looking at him and I'm thinking, that guy sits in the room every day telling people how sick they are. That's not what I want. I want to be laughing and being happy every day. And really, I think I enjoyed my happiness.